how I trade the open zone. Let's get into it right now. Oh yes, all right, I absolutely love this jam, so let's get into it here tonight. Go right in, keep this one short, and I'm gonna show you guys, this is an example straight up from today. You guys might have seen me get to this section here. If you didn't, go back and watch the video. If you're kind of confused what's going on here, this was pre-recorded in our live stream here earlier today. I want to show you a great example where I actually played it in real time. Very, very exciting how we play this zone, how we get it, all that kind of stuff. So first thing, what exactly is the open zone? Let's go to our drawing board here and let's get a box here. So inside of all of our charts individually, you will see something that that ALGOBOX is automatically going to draw for you. That is going to be 3 sets of lines. You're going to have this one right here, which is the one we're going to focus on. The golden line there. Again, I only have orange, so bear with me on the colorings there. And we at the top somewhere we will have the high of day and we will have the low of day. And this is going to automatically move and adjust for you, so you'll always know where that is on your charts at all times on any one of our charts. You'll always see these lines unless you're on the super high time frames. Down the lower entry point time frames that we focus in on, you will see these 3 lines. So this one, high of day, this is going to be low of day, and this is the key that we're going to be focusing on right here on the orange line right in the center. This is where we're going to create this zone. We call it the open zone, and I'm going to show you how I draw it, when it comes, and when it is important to be looking at this zone, and how we're going to draw it out. And I'll show you the live example that we did right there. Okay, so this line right here, part of our system. Let's focus in right there. So here you'll see it in a real live example. I'm going to go full screen here, and let me back out on this so you guys can see this in full screen. Okay. So again, this was me trading live here earlier today in the live stream, and this box was drawn. But let's back up a little bit on the tape here when it was not drawn, as you start to come into this area, and then I go ahead and present it. So we're coming into the zone. I had originally taken some trades, and I do recommend you guys go back and watch this in real time. I'm not going to play this through all here tonight, and I'll show some of the results here on a recap from the day. But right around this zone, you'll notice there's that gold line. You see the green one up above. In this picture, you cannot see the low, but you'll see that come in later, where I was able to take a great trade end of day. Go watch this. It's really, you're going to learn a lot from today's video. Lots of great opportunities, especially because as we came out of this zone, I showed you guys how we were able to, with very low heat, take pinpoint entry locations for a $500 target in our small account challenge that we're running in right now. So this line right here, all you need to do is in a zone, as you've got this orange line coming in, as price starts to come around down to it, or if it's coming up to it, it really doesn't matter which direction it's coming from. But as we start to approach it, remember that if you think like you've got a great entry, for instance, like, I don't know, some kind of green dot shows in right here with a PRZ a PRZ zone, maybe you get a cross that lands right on it, so you got a headshot. Okay, now when this is moving up into this zone, you might think, okay, awesome, this is a great entry point, and I'm going to be targeting up above, somewhere way up here. Remember, if this line is in your way, I don't want to say in your way like this is not going to be like a support resistance line thing. We're not treating it like that, but we know, first of all, this is initially going to be treated like a magnet. Initially, we want to treat this as a magnet for price. And in fact, that's the only way I really want to use this is as a magnet. Okay, I'm not looking for support or resistance type of thing or to push off of it, but I do want to recommend, or I do want to respect that this line is going to have some activity around it. There's a lot of battles going to go on around this zone. I won't go into the details of that specifically. I'm going to show you guys how I specifically trade it. That's the focus of this night. If you want to go into the details of how and why and all the internals, go into lesson library number 3 on our website. And again, this is all open to the public for free, and that section is there on the website. All right, I am going to play this as though we are going to get some wiggle, as simple as that. Let's treat this like an accumulation zone, expecting an accumulation zone. What I want to do is pick out, well, how far down here, what's my bottom of that zone, what's the top of this zone. You're going to pick some pivots as price crosses through that. As price comes in and through this zone and it starts to turn back, you'll often see this. Right? You'll see this going on, which is where we draw the zone. Very simply, all you need to do is look for the pivot right here. Let's do it in yellow here, make it nice and bright. And look for the bottom pivot right there. And as you see those first 2 pivots, this is how wide your zone is going to be. Sometimes it's going to be very, very tight. Sometimes it's going to be wide. What matters is that you draw a box around it. Use your drawing tool, okay? And we are going to, in this case, like today, I used blue and an old control here. and I'm just gonna go like this. That will represent my zone, and I'm gonna push it out over to the right, because again, what I wanna know is in the future, where these spots get hit, if I get an entry point, I'm going to take it. Simple as that. Now, you'll see that exact same thing in real time that we did here today. So we're coming in, this one, in this case, we were coming down with price. Price is coming down into it. There's our line. There's a dashed line across there. Again, the high of day up here, right? And the low you can't see on this current screen. See, can you see it on this one? No, I've got this one. I've got it narrowed down to only this screen for me. I like to have it on my lowest time frame so I can see where that is. And let's move forward as I start to put this in. Look at that. See how I start to draw out the zone? Where did I pick that from? Right up top. We got top pivot of the zones, and we got the bottom pivots of the zones. Those little pivot points right there. Very simple. We come in here. I'm holding control. I'm going to switch to blue, and I'm just going to go like this. Now I'm projecting out into the future where I might get a good opportunity. Now you'll notice, see that little gold spot right there? Those of you guys who've been in our program know what this means. As we come into that spot right there, what's that? That's going to be our gold PRZ zone. It's going to form. That's going to be a super exciting opportunity in a location I want to find something, especially because it's coming into the pink vertical right there. What does that give us? That is a crosshair. When you're looking for, you know, the video game style scenario that we do, that is a crosshair pinpoint entry. We want to look for something right there. I'd love a headshot entry point right there. You can take it across the zone for my full target, or I can hit target 1, which I always do, right? If I'm going against MACV, always want target 1. If I'm going with it, then I'm going to push out and I'm looking for target 2 at a minimum. Everybody understands that? If you've been through our program, you should know that. There's a final target right there. Push out a runner down into this zone if our zone has moved through. Now, what does that mean? That means I have got to first have an accumulation zone. And you see that this is an accumulation zone at this point. Yes, you should. Again, if you go through our accumulation distribution training stuff, you will know this. Accumulation distribution, also in library 3, where we talk about how that works and why we are trying to catch what? Distribution leg. We want to catch the distribution leg. That's the big daddy right there. And how do we time that? Off of our king timings plus our pinpoint entries via price and our multi-confluence, multi-time frame entry points, which is where we take low heat reward. We looked for it, boom, we get the breakdown. Now you see the red line coming in here that we talked about from before. That is going to be the low of day, and it also corresponded right here with a yellow PRZ coming in, and we played this one through. And again, I won't do it right here. I want you guys to go and check out that video. It's the video, it should be right in front of this one. This is day 14 of our small account challenge. We are crushing it. Let's talk about the recap, because this will also function as a recap video. I did a recap at the end of that video here and looking at where we're at in the small account challenge. So after our 14 days into the trading contest against Ross Cameron and Warrior Trading, there we are, 2.71 profit factor. That means that our winners are 2.7 times the size of our losers. We're at almost 15K over the 14 days, 63% profitable. All these days are recorded. You guys can go roll back and watch those in the small account challenge playlist if you guys would like to check those out. This is where we're at. If you reset to Ross's week 2, okay, we are up 9,600 and some change on the where he reset and no longer used leverage. So these are the stats for that. 65% profitable, profit factor even a little bit better, 2.85. So winners being 2.85 times the size of the losers on that. Today's specific stats to get to our 500. Again, we went through a lot of great stats. I think you guys should go back and watch the video on that if you want details. I just want to hit the highlight reel here for that recap as we go into the weekend. And I really want you guys to see our members. I'm here to brag on our members. Our members are crushing it in their little internal challenges. Fantastic work. 509, 65% profitable today. Profit factor I think was off the charts. No, it wasn't. No, that was yesterday or the day before. 1.87, not too bad, not stellar. You go watch the video, you'll see it kind of go back and forth a little bit today. But good enough to come out with after commissions. 509 on that one. And if you want to go check out let's look at some of our members results here. Again, I'm gonna brag board on the members while I can here. You guys have absolutely been smashing it. If you guys have not been in our room before, it's free, open to the public, 100% open to the public, so you guys come and check it out. We've got some stellar results from our members in the public chat, so just go and look inside the members area. Here we go. Said 2 more trades right after lunch, makes 5 trades for him, 5K account, and he hit with a $5,000 account, 1,600 today. Profit factor 6.74. That means he is closing out his losers appropriately. 81% profitable. Holy shnikes. Well done, sir. Casey, 3.31 profit factor, 77% profitable for $500 profit. Nice work. Let's scroll through and see some more stuff. New person with us. Looks like he's trading a couple accounts in his live with micros. He did $41, so that's equivalent to $410. Excellent work. And these are some new folks on some of those. It's doing an outstanding job there. Excellent work. Mountain Man, $765. Bowman, 100% profitable today. Holy cow, $635 for him. Manuel, Manny, what's up, buddy? 537% profitable, but then look at that profit factor, folks. Again, everybody focuses too much on this right here. That profit factor doesn't matter. 47% when your profit factor is 2. Your winners are 2 times the size of your losers. Amazing work there. Hits his $500 target. Fantastic work. JC, one of the members has been around for a long time. Holy shnikes, he's crushing it, whooping my tail. 36% profitable, but look at the profit factor. 3.54 on the profit factor for 3,500 on the day. Excellent work there, JC. Dan H, 461, 100% profitable. 5 trades for almost 500 bucks. Amazing work. C-Les, what do we got here? Spendable cash. As I ended my 120 days training, although DG says I'm ready for a quick 5 trades for me on a Friday. I'm not going to brag board all this. You guys can go read this up there, but he finished up 1,800 for the week with real money. Awesome work there, C-Les. 600 for today. Oh, almost 700 for today. I don't want to discount that. 88% profitable, 2.95. Amazing work, sir. Who's this? Mike Monta. All right, a little bit of a red day. Look, everybody's like, oh, if it's just a brag board. No, look, folks, we have red days. Mike had a red day. It's all right. We'll work through it. We'll talk through it. Awesome stuff there. 58% profitable. Not a bad day. Again, Mike has been smashing it. You know, having a red day on occasion, it's going to happen. Appreciate you guys being real and tossing stuff out there. 76% profitable, $750 for Joshua. Yangi, one of our other female awesome traders there. 1,400 on the day, 80% profitable. Profit factor 4.57. Holy shnikes. Sniper P, $595 on the day, 82% profitable. Where is the profit factor? 24. He basically, I mean, that's basically 100% profitable on the day. 595. Amazing work there. And I mean, just absolutely stellar results from you guys. Just absolutely crushing it. This is here to the early morning. You guys can come out with us. Download that 2-week free trial time. You're going to get Lunchbot and our other robots included with it. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, the rest of the gang. Let's send out that big H-Town. Yeah.
In a world of scammers and shammers, there arose one demigod to wreck them all, making trading great again.